Well, US Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has testified before the Senate Finance Committee at Capitol Hill. It's been getting plenty of attention this week. Joining me live is wellness expert from the Well-To-Do podcast, Andi Lew. Good afternoon. Always lovely to see you and have your company on our show. Can I just firstly get your take on Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his time in the role so far? I, of course, know that you've met him and you also went to the MAHA inauguration as well.
Yeah, I mean, that was a fantastic and historical moment being in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much, Holly. You know, it's really an interesting time to be in Los Angeles and witness this radical transparency. The CDC's latest number was that 76.4% of Americans now have a chronic disease. You know, in 1950, it was 3%. This is stunning information because America is the sickest country in the world. And this is why the CDC are all fired. I think RFK Jr. now, as the Secretary of the Health Department, has told us that we've been lied to by government agencies, and he is now doing everything he said he would do with radical transparency. You know, he's removing toxins from our food supply, toxins from our pharmaceuticals, toxins from our environment, and, you know, thorough investigations now. This is no longer big pharma. We're talking big wellness, and I'm watching the wellness revolution in full swing.
Yeah, I mean, Andy, why do you think RFK Jr. is getting such a pushback? As you mentioned there, the US used to be or still is potentially one of the most unhealthy countries in the world and riddled with disease. RFK Jr. is arguably, or he says, trying to make a difference. Why do you think he's gaining such a pushback on that?
I mean, for a very long time, you know, we've got the best doctors, the best drugs, and the best surgeons in the world, yet it's a country that's getting sicker and sicker. True science is about investigating, looking at both sides, and perhaps he's just looking at the other side now, whether people have, you know, been getting kickbacks from big pharma, or, you know, now, for example, you need to have nutritional studies if you want to be in the medical profession. You know, these are things that have all been making us sick, and now, you know, we have radical change. And I think this is just really something to kind of celebrate and observe, I guess.
How is it living in America? Of course, you are an Australian, but how is it living in America as a wellness expert? Have you seen change, positive change on your end?
Yeah, you only have to look at what celebrities are doing now, and they're all promoting wellness. I was on NBC's Access Hollywood, and a little taste of what's about to come with my celebrity wellness trends and predictions. You have people like, you know, longevity film, and everybody's, I guess, promoting what it's like to have slowing of aging, better quality of life. And prior to this, you saw celebrities promoting partying and getting wasted. I think things have really changed. The pendulum has swung from one direction and radically swinging to the other. Hopefully, we'll end up in a place where we have a little bit of balance.
Absolutely. I definitely feel that even here in Australia, pretty much post-COVID, to be honest, people are a lot more conscious about their health and wellness. What are you sort of seeing as a main trend in the United States at the moment in regards to wellness?
Look, you see organic stores popping up everywhere. It's something that probably should have been normal. In Europe, they have no GMO, nothing is genetically modified. So there's a ban across Europe. But in America, we still have things like glyphosate, which is basically Roundup or weed killer. These are the things that are causing chronic inflammation in our food that the American general population aren't even aware of. And people like RFK Jr., who is the Secretary of the Health, his job is really important. He's coming from an angle of having been an attorney. I followed his work with the Children's Health Defence before he even ran for, you know, an independent. And for the first time in history, we're seeing two people that were independently running, joining forces now. So it's quite powerful. And I'm observing this as two grown men, I guess, who, whether you like them or not, they've pushed their agendas aside and they're working together for greater good.
Absolutely. I mean, you're hosting a podcast at the moment. What kind of people are you talking to? Where are you hoping to go with that podcast in regards to the messages you're trying to get across? Being a wellness expert, you've obviously worked in the industry for a very long time.
Yeah, look, and having been a TV host for many years too, it made sense to start my own show, Well-To-Do. And I'm actually chuffed, I guess, that people from all over America are flying in to be interviewed by me, some of the best doctors, surgeons even, and holistic health nuts, really, that want to share everything that they're doing to help us live a better quality of life, naturally or not, using the allopathic model as well. And I'm loving witnessing the merge of those two worlds.
Okay, Andi Lew, we'll leave it there for today. Thank you as always. Great to see you.
Thank you.